As you know, there are a million different ways to make money online, but I've been making money online passively from this one strategy since 2014. In fact, I made $8,197 just in the last 30 days passively, and I didn't even work for the whole month. So how did I do it and how can you do it too? Let's dive in. If you're new here, hi, I'm Molly. I started as a broke college dropout with just 81 cents to my name, and I leveraged that into a multiple six-figure per year photography studio. Then I started creating digital info products for other photographers, and I grew that into a $2 million per year digital products business. Now I help content creators just like you to monetize your own content with digital info products so you can help your followers on a deeper level and make a full-time living doing what you love. All right, guys, the last 30 days has been a complete whirlwind. I did not have the intentions of not working throughout the last 30 days, but I am so freaking thankful that I have built these solid passive foundations because I was able to bring in $8,197 in those last 30 days without working. And I'm going to get into all of that because obviously you can't just snap your fingers and have a bunch of money passively and do nothing. There's no such thing as 100% passive income. Even if your income is passive from stocks, obviously you originally needed to work or do something to earn said money. So over the last 30 days, I did not have plans of not working. I had big plans for that month. I had all these things I want to do, projects I wanted to do, but life completely got in the way. And even the month before, same thing. Just a lot of life things came up. We had a lot of birthdays, a lot of celebrations. We had vacation. This month we had, unfortunately, a death in the family, someone who was really close to me and Aaron. It was very unexpected, so we needed time to grieve. We needed time to create plans to fly home for a funeral. And at the same time, we decided to suck it up and buy a house in this market. So if you don't know our housing story, I'll just share it really quick here, but I promise to get into how I made these sales passively in just a minute. But I bought my very first house in 2014, which was lucky and amazing. And I had no idea how good I had it. I'm pretty sure I had like a 3% interest rate. I didn't know anything about interest rates. I didn't really know they went up. I didn't know they went down. I didn't know 3 was really good. I just didn't know. I didn't know anything about home buying. So we bought this house, and then several years later, we decided to move out of Wisconsin. Long story short, it's just really cold, okay? So we moved to Austin, Texas. We bought a house there, and we just found that it just really wasn't a good fit for us. And my mom and brother at the time decided that they were going to move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that was actually on our list of places that we wanted to potentially move to. Austin won out, but we decided, oh, well, we're not really feeling Austin, so why don't we move too? And so we actually ended up selling our house in 2020. And because we only had that house for a couple years, we thought, well, maybe next time we move, we should rent first. So that way we can see if we like it there before like buying and selling and doing all that stuff. Well, of course, joke is on us because we started renting and then the market completely like doubled at the very least. And so we were just sitting back, like, not gonna lie, depressed, seeing everything skyrocket. You know, the 2 years we were out of the market. And then we were like, how are we ever gonna buy a house again? Everything's so expensive. So we were like, oh, well, we'll just wait. Maybe the market will get better because COVID spiked it. I don't know. I'm not in real estate. But here's what I do know. I do know that we were really tired of renting. And so we just decided to just suck it up and buy in this market anyway. So we just bought a house. And so my background looks exactly the same, but in the last one it had logs because we were in a log cabin, but now we are in a house in the city. So yes, that's my little spiel about what happened in August. You know, we went through a death in the family. We went through a home buying process, which in 2023 is absolute insanity. The market is crazy. So best of luck to any of you that are out there buying a house right now. But essentially what that all boiled down to was doing a lot of packing, unpacking, moving, coordinating movers, coordinating plans to fly home, you know, of course, grieving, just a lot going on. Since this family member was Aaron's, I decided to really take on a lot of the moving on my own to really give him some time and space. And so I really just can't even explain to you how amazing it was to be able to still serve my students and still make sales passively. Even though it was a really crazy month, I was still able to make sales every single day on autopilot. So now you're probably wondering, how the heck did you do that? And how can you do it too? Because let's be real, life is going to get in the way sometimes. So we need to build a solid passive foundation so that our business can still be earning us money even when we need to step away. So I'm going to share with you the 3 parts of this framework, and then I'm going to go into each part of the framework separately to really dive deep so that you can do this on your own as well. So the first part of this framework is to grow an audience. If it wasn't for my YouTube and my Instagram audience that was bringing in consistent traffic even while I was gone, I wouldn't have been making sales. You simply can't get sales without traffic. The second part of the framework is to, of course, create a digital product, because then you're able to send traffic to a digital product that can sell passively and be sold and delivered even without you being present. And the third thing is to create a funnel so that you can sell this digital product on autopilot. Now, if you've started your social media following, but you don't yet have an email list or you want to grow that email list further, go in the description below this video and download my free funnel that you can use to move your followers to email subscribers and really skyrocket the number of email subscribers you get on your email list. Because if you've watched any of my videos at all, then you know that selling on an email list is 40 times more effective than selling on social media. And if you're a beginner getting into digital products, I also have a free download below with 54 different types of digital products. So go in the description below and download one or both of those. All right, so let's talk about audience growth. How did I grow mine and how can you grow yours? So with my first business, I decided to grow a following with blogging. But with this business, I decided to grow my following with YouTube. It doesn't really matter as much what platform you choose as long as your ideal client is on it. But what does matter is being consistent on that platform and always being learning and growing so that you're able to grow your audience. Now, one of the reasons I picked YouTube is because it can be evergreen, which means that as you create more content, you're really building a content library that's going to be able to send traffic for you even when you're not directly trading your time for money. And the more of that video library that you build up, the more views you're going to get, the more traffic you're going to get. And as long as your funnel and product are selling, that usually means the more sales you're going to get to. Now, I have a couple other videos on my channel of exactly how I grow on YouTube if you're interested in that. But again, the key here is to pick a platform to grow an audience on it, be consistent with your posting, and of course, use that free funnel in the description below to start to move your followers to email subscribers even as soon as day one. You always want to be building your social media following and your email list simultaneously. Now, next you want to create your digital product. Now, again, I have lots of videos on how to do this one as well, but what you want to do is select a digital product type. If you're a complete beginner, then I would recommend that you start with an ebook. Think about your ideal client and what's one thing that they want to do, what's one goal that they want to reach. Then open a Word document and write up an ebook, the shorter, the better, helping them to reach that goal. Then what you can do is open Canva and you can paste in that text and also design it and add photos completely for free. And you can even host that digital product on Google Drive completely for free as well. Now, the third thing you want to do is create a funnel. Now, essentially, a funnel is a series of web pages to move someone from being interested to being a buyer. So one of the simple funnels I have is for my digital product called 15-Day Digital Product. It is an ebook, and it helps people to go from where they are now to creating and selling their very own ebook in just 15 days or less. And I have a link to that below. So not only can you check that out, but you can also see my funnel in action for 15-Day Digital Product. So essentially what it is it's a checkout page with information on it. People can go there and see if it's the right fit for them. They can simply put in their information and their credit card information. And what they do is when they hit submit, they're going to instantly be sent an email delivering that digital file. And that is how in the last 30 days, I've been able to make $8,197 revenue without working. It's because I had a backlog of videos and traffic. I had batched my videos ahead of time. I already had a digital product that was selling and I already had a funnel that was doing the selling for me. So no matter what I was doing, if I was grieving or home shopping or whatever I was doing that month, there were still people on the other side of the computer that were consuming my content, getting help from my content, and then deciding to purchase some of my paid content to get further help. And you can totally do this too by growing your own audience, creating a digital product, and creating a funnel to sell that digital product. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell because I put out new videos like this 1 to 2 times every single week. And now that you know how I made $8,197 in the last 30 days passively without working, you might be wondering what type of digital product is right for you, but how do you figure that out? Well, it all starts watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be so much more powerful. See you in the next video.